Good afternoon. This is Mr. Not Advice. We're going to do a walkthrough of the Fight Club website today. As always, this is for information and educational purposes only. All right. When you log into the main screen, I'm assuming you see all of my open trades. I'm usually much better about updating these. I haven't updated in a long time, I see. So I got to update those. I removed a lot of stuff from the main screen just so we just have this. You can always click view chart to see what's going on. Also, this will pop out so you can look at all the positions and historical trades. Don't forget here at the top, if you put your cursor right at the very top, you can turn on and off the news, the stocks, boss announcements. So if you don't want to have them scrolling across the screen, you can turn them off. The squawk is if you want headlines as they pop up to be read to you. That's something else that you can put up there if you want to do that. I'm going to save the part that I spend most of the time in for last. Unusual option activity. So this is screening for exactly what it sounds like. Unusual option activity every day. It does split them up between whale purchases or whale trades, and then maybe smart money trades, which would be somebody trying to build a position. It tells you exactly what was sold or bought, how much the premium is. I like to go up here and I can say, oh, I just want to look at calls. I only want to look at trades where the premium was less than $3. I want to be out at least greater than 40 days. This would be all the unusual option activity today. And then if you click review, it sends you to the trades and due diligence screen, fills everything in for you already. I like that page. The chart and research page. And just so you know, I have a VPN on mine, so that's why mine is always going to be slower. Just as it sounds, put in your symbol up here. It'll tell you what the sector peers are. You can click any one of them and it will bring it up here. Fully interactive chart. And the option ladder, which you can minimize the entire section. Then it gives you a macro and fundamental overview, but you can click both trends and full financials, and you're going to get things that look like this. So if you want to have an idea which way they're going, if they're trending correctly, and then of course, full financials, earnings history, important to have, balance sheet again, you can open that up, insider trades, then all the analysts activity, then of course there's the news and then about the company. So if you want to do a deep dive on a company, right here is the place you can do it. Stock screener is exactly as it sounds. If it's gold, okay, it means that you have to enter one of these to screen it. It's these categories are modeled after FinViz. I can go in here and say, oh, I want anything over $20. I want to look in healthcare. I want at least volume of greater than 500,000, 233 stocks match. But then if I come up here and I start entering some technical, like I want to be within 10% of an all-time high, it will adjust it as I go. Once I've put in this first, it will adjust this list as I go. And you can save this list if you want. You can print it. It can print as a PDF. But if you're looking for industry information, this is a great place to start filtering stocks from. Your ETF screener is going to be very similar: price, asset class, volume. We looked at all the ETF screeners out there and tried to make sure only the most important or the most liquid ETFs were trading. Okay. So we'll do the same thing over $10. We're going to look at equities, the sector. Let's go into industrials. I run my screener, click on this. It loads it below. Should anyway, the ETF information. Hopefully that works. If you run into bugs, there it is. So these are all the holdings of the ETF. Tells you some information about it. Let's say you think that industrial sectors rotations going on. Here's where you can come in and do that and look at what ETFs might be good. This is something Danny built. Even screens for simple up here. Look for the sector, the industry, the theme. This is constantly measuring each of these sectors, and it's telling you what the return is, and then you can click these sectors, and it will show you which stocks effectively in like a numerical heat map. Yes, and then with the returns, okay, and with relative strength. So, and we can always come back to this, but this is again research tools. The whole goal here is for this platform to be the only place you have to go other than to enter your trades. Historical trade log. Every trade I put in, you can come here, see what the source was, see what the average return was for each position. That will all be in historical trade log. Lessons. If you want to do a touch up on any lessons from your curriculum, here's all the videos. If there are slides, they will open up also. Okay. The AI is built to answer questions based on the book material. So you can play the video. There are slides. You click the slides, they open up. And then finally, I spend a lot of time, and where I'm almost always in is trades and due diligence. And what I'm looking for is a couple things. So the first place on this pattern screener, you know, I spent last night looking for low closed dojis. I'll probably spend tonight looking for breakouts to the downside. I'll look for the strong ones. That'll all be up here. It's a pattern screener for all of my setups. The difference now is that when they pop up, the returns are already be done for you. Down here, we have three different bots: the momentum bot and the Mr. Not Advice bot, which are the bots that I wrote. Okay. And if you select it from here, click review, it'll just populate up here, but it will also remember that this was a bot trade. It will still give you credit, but it's a bot trade. The Mr. Not Advice bot is the bot that has the highest returns. The momentum bot is exactly what it sounds like. There's momentum measurements underneath it. And then the Q bot are, excuse me, Qualmagi bots. So this has been coded and programmed based on what Qualmagi looks for in breakouts. And again, you click review. Once this is done, okay, it will run through all the AI picks. All that is been sourced from unusual option activity. And I gave it some filters, and I wanted the strongest ones here. Okay. Um, and for each pick, this will eventually turn green, hopefully. And you can click it and it will give you three different AI's opinion of the stock price movement. I'd take it with a grain of salt, by the way. Um, I like to start AI picks. I just look at the charts, and if the charts aren't, if the price isn't ready, I just put an alert on. Qualmagi bot. We'll look at it. RLAY. So I'll pull up the chart. Okay. So right here, there's a new breakout all-time high. Then I can look at the options. I can decide whether this is a good-looking chart that I want to then, I say waste my time, but just come over here and click review. Fills it out up here. Up here, all you need to do is this. You need to select the trade type, breakout, and the stop choice. Remember, it's a three stop choice for every trade we do. Your first stop is always the candle that's doing the breaking or the confirming. If we were to look at this and say, okay, this is relays chart and the breakout, I could use the other side of this candle, which is the low of 1664. I could do that. 1664. And it will tell me my stop in real time. So let's see if the first choice will work. Why we have that choice is it affects position size. I don't think it's going to work. Do you? Nope. That's too big of a stop. The absolute return's not good. I can come in here on the ladder and say, okay, these are the August calls, and they're the 16s. Look at the spread, guys. 150 by 550. That's why they're not working, right? So right off the bat, I can look at it and go, well, there's no volume. There's no open interest. Really not interested. If I was interested, on your chart, whenever you put a symbol in either here or an option symbol here, okay, when you hover over on any chart on the site, a candle, not only will it tell you all of this down here, but it's also going to tell you with the green and the red line where your 3% range is. If you were here, you could look at it and say, okay, now I know where the price needs to be. That's my 3%. Submit. You do have to write, I think, 25 characters or whatever. Go ahead, write it in. If you have a setup that you like and we're close, let's say the absolute loss is 25.6 and it won't let you send it because these are the minimums. Well, this one's been removed, but max loss is the big one. 25% max with a min R of 2. Let's say it's a 3R, but like I said, your absolute loss is slightly larger than 25%. You can click override and just send it to me, and then I will look at it. Notes, what are helpful notes? I'm most interested in what you think. Additionally, if you want more features on this particular page, just let me know. And then, of course, you guys know that you'll see that today's trades up here. Can after trade entries are submitted for review, can we edit or delete those? If you go to my worksheets, you can edit it there. Do they have to save the worksheet in order for it to be in my work? So anytime you submit one to me, it'll be in my worksheets, and that's where you can go and edit it. This here, pattern screeners, I get a lot of picks, but I'll tell you what, getting quite a number of good trades out of these bot signals, which they should, but they're pretty easy that you can go through them fairly quickly. What the R is, you can see what the option price. I mean, if you come up here and it says the option price is 22 cents, you're probably not going to want to do it. I think the data now updates an hour after the close. The charts that we have now, intraday real time, we've been running it for weeks now without issues. We still, any remaining issues are, it's just timing. So if you come down here and you click compute and these numbers don't look right, just click compute again. Oh, I did want to show you this. So I'm looking at oust. Choose it there. If there's a previous trade, they'll pop up. You just click it and it'll tell you what we did. These sections down here, oftentimes, well, here, I'll show you oust. Okay, so it's saying to buy $43 calls. They're not always right perfect on the breakout itself. Perfect example, oust. What was it? 43s. Well, I don't see a trade on this active right now. What am I going to do? I'll put an alert here. And then I'll put an alert here, right? That's it. So we break those, there's nothing to do. I would say about 80% of the time, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see symbols down here that it's not triggered yet. That's okay. You don't need to spend a crap ton of time, and these aren't updated yet because this isn't done up here, to look for stock picks or anything like that anymore, or trades. Oh, if you want to reorder it, Star Packet asked for this. You can reorder these sections by moving them up and down. I think that's it. Does anybody have any question? And feel free to talk.
I think, boss, it would be great if you could just do a basic walkthrough or step through of starting from scratch and just entering a trade.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see here. What alerts did I have go off here? iBid, Master, Rocket. Let's look at see if we got any setups today. Oh, there's one. We'll just do Master. All right. So I want to short Master. I already tell you, I already know the information. I'm going to go out to August. I know these are expensive. They're 94. I'll use the 85s. So I control copy. So I'm sorry, right mouse, click, copy. That's it. Just copy that symbol. Then open up trades and due diligence, click clear. I believe it's a breakout to the downside. When I put my cursor here, I control V. There's the option symbol. Just what I want. Break level. Well, I have it in my head already. It's 100. I don't want to be in it if it goes back above 100. I'm going to try, by the way, 100.01. I'm just curious. We're going to say that's technical level. And then we're going to compute it. There we go.
So, boss, when you put in the type of stop choice, are you putting your stop level in as well, or is the computer doing that for you?
Nope. You put your stop price in right above it, right here. Okay. Then you let me know, because all it's doing, like I said, is adjusting this position size. so it's automatic. And I'll size up and down accordingly. But what this is showing me right now, well, here's problem number one. My strike is 85. My SD target to the downside is only 89. And because we're in the middle of updating, I'm not getting the current price of 94. So I do have to wait for this to update, unfortunately. I'm sorry. That's why these numbers aren't working. Give it an hour and it'll be updated. You can either copy the symbol from Thinkorswim, or you can just come here, punch it in, and click the ladder and click whatever one you want. I'll put this recording up here in the next hour or so. Okay? Thank you
Sounds
very
good,
much,
boss.
gentlemen.
They ain't got no muscle, no hustle, no backbone. I stand alone, not tripping, just saying.